tape is brought to you by Split Second, the explosive new action racing game. Rated E10, Sadollah 29, Kim 28. Kim is taller by 2 inches. He'll have a slight reach advantage with the introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man holds a professional record, 12 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 171 pounds, fighting out of Busan, South Korea, Dong-Young Stun Gun Kim. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man holds a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds, fighting out of Richmond, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Ultimate Fighter, Season 7 winner, Amir Sadollah. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Steve Mazzagatti.
Steve Mazzagatti, our referee, as we get set for Amir Sadollah and the stun gun, Dong-Young Kim. These 2 men, similar to Escudero and Lozon, Joe, have trained together. Trained together here in Las Vegas. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We are underway. Southpaw, the South Korean in the red trunks.
It's an interesting stylistic matchup because in Sadollah, you have a guy with ever-improving Muay Thai. He's really getting very technical with his strikes. A relentless pace he pushes against Baroni and against Brad Blackburn. Just really puts punches and kicks and knees together excellently. And then with Kim, you have a guy who's a really good grappler. And then you see that. Absolutely. Immediately takes Sadollah to the ground. He's got outstanding judo, very good, strong grappling. Good submissions, good ground and pound, excellent control on the ground. Sadollah, though, no stranger off his back. He's submitted good guys like CB Dalloway off of his back. He's got good arm bars, a good solid guard, but you got to give the grappling advantage to Kim, and I think a striking advantage will go to Sadollah.
Sidelined for nearly a year with a knee injury. Kim back tonight, says he feels great. As I mentioned, unbeaten in his MMA career. In Asia, you can major in martial arts, and that's exactly what Dong-Young Kim does. 4th degree judo black belt.
Kim is working hard towards an arm triangle here, Mike. If you see Sadollah's right arm, Amir is trying to post it on the armpit to try to keep it from happening, but he's got to be careful. And now if he tries for a guillotine, the Von Flue choke is available too if Kim can get his leg free.
Jason Von Flue gets his choke.
Yeah, that's
name now.
Yeah, oh, it is the Von Flue choke. I never saw it before, and he's an expert at it. I mean, if you look at it online, it's called the Von Flue choke, and it's basically when a guy tries a guillotine and you're on the opposite side of the arm triangle side. If that made any sense to anybody?
Okay, I'm sure it did to many. UFC 114 live on pay-per-view. Top of the hour, order now. Rampage Rashad, Bisping Miller, Little Nog, Diego Sanchez, so much more. Call your cable or satellite provider. Use your remote. Go to UFC.com for ordering information.
Sadollah is very aware of the hips and the arms. He's trying to control a wrist and look for a triangle or an arm bar, but Kim is aware of it as well. But Sadollah is doing a really good job of posting the feet on the hips, Mike, and keeping Kim from being able to rain down shots. But now Kim has moved into side control, or into a half guard, rather.
Debuted in the UFC right here a couple years ago, MGM.
Back to full guard for Amir. That was good use of the hips there.
Did Dong-Young Kim. Defeated Jason Tan. He's beaten Matt Brown. Ended up being a no contest against Carl Parisian. And coming off a victory at UFC 100 is Kim over TJ Grant. 6 of his last 8 wins for Dong-Young Kim by KO or knockout, or pardon me, by KO or TKO, knockout or technical knockout.
Sadolah's hanging on to him from the bottom and is so far utilized a good defensive guard and kept Kim from being able to posture up and rain down shots. Now Kim has again moved to half guard. Keep an eye on the knees of Sadollah, though. Sadolah's so good at sliding those knees back into place. He's trying to sweep them, trying to get back to his feet. He's got a real good defensive guard, Mike. He's constantly moving, really hard to pass it. And Kim has moved into half guard. Up against the cage. Amir's got that underhook though on the left side, and in half guard, that's going to allow him to stand up. The side that his legs are on is the side he's got the underhook on, but Kim, aware of that, starts dropping some shots on him.
Well, Kim brings a different style, as you mentioned, Joe, to those who have previously faced off against Sadollah in the UFC.
Yeah, his judo and his grappling are very solid, and what Amir likes to do is stand up and bang with guys and use his Muay Thai, his ever-improving Muay Thai, which was really, you know, it was good when he was on The Ultimate Fighter, but has improved in leaps and bounds. I was so impressed with him in the Baroni fight and the Brad Blackburn fight. I mean, I've been looking forward to seeing that, but you know what? Kim is just shutting him down. All credit to Kim. He's just controlling him on the ground.
Smothering again.
Now he's got
45 seconds. A lot of time to work here.
Sadollah aware of that second hook, though, Mike, and he's turning.
Good first round for the South Korean.
Yeah, he's dominated it.
Amir Sadollah said of his time on The Ultimate Fighter, the show is a microcosm of everything that is hard about fighting. Interviews, injuries, opponents, training, a change of opponent, the weigh-ins. He said it was like going to grad school to become a mixed martial artist.
Right now, Kim is on back mount with full hooks in. And Amir tried to get him up high to shake him off. He's trying to do that again, but Kim is very aware of that. Notice how he's using that left leg, or the right leg rather, the hook deep in the thigh to hold him in place. The other one putting a lot of pressure on it. Excellent first round for Stun Gun Kim.
For Amir Sadollah, Ultimate Fighter Season 7 winner, he was valedictorian of that class.
That's the way it is right now, right? Don't hesitate if you want to do something. Keep him moving. Don't let him. Keep him right there on that distance like you were doing in the back, okay? Keep that distance. Don't take big steps at him when you want to close that distance.
Mike
Small
Pyle,
moves.
Mark
There
Beecher.
you go. And move immediately. Be really ready for him to grab you again, okay? Be really, really
Don't
aware
forget,
of
top of the hour,
right?
UFC 114. Rampage versus Evans. Call your cable or satellite provider. Use your remote. Go to UFC.com. Order it right now. Great night of fights. Memorial Day weekend here in Las Vegas. Sold out. MGM Grand Garden Arena.
All right, Amir has got to figure out some way to keep this fight on the feet, Mike.
Really good first round for Dong Young Kim.
It's been a couple fights for him where he hasn't seen guys try to take him down. And Kim immediately feints a shot.
Sadollah spent some time in Thailand sharpening those ever-improving Muay Thai skills that you talked about in round one, Joe. There's the head kick.
He spent a lot of time in Holland. I mean, he's really worked a lot on it with Mark Beecher as well, who's an outstanding Muay Thai trainer. But this is what he's got to be careful of. All that Muay Thai doesn't do you any good if this guy's able to take you down like this.
And that's 2 in a row for the Stun Gun. 3-0 in the UFC.
Look at that pass. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
So fluid, so relaxed.
So, yeah, that was perfect technique. Beautiful use of the hips, into side control here. Sadollah's trying to get that knee in place. He's fighting hard to try to regain half guard, but nope. Full side control. He's isolating that arm again of Sadollah. Sadollah, aware of it, pushes it off. Sadollah's got to be careful of the arm triangle. If he does isolate it, it pushes his head to the side, and he's got to be careful of the Kimura if he doesn't.
He's just methodically looking to improve his position.
Oh, look at this. Sadollah up. Very nice.
Throws a knee in the process. Kim's going to look to take him right back down. Man, he's relentless.
Yeah, well, this is a classic striker versus grappler situation. Yep.
Sadollah said, the Ultimate Fighter allowed me to do what I love and make it my job. His job right now is to try to get this back to a striking battle.
Kim's hanging on him here now.
And Kim with that judo background May just throw him right over his hip from this position. And Sadollah's aware of that. He's aware of the threat.
Got him again. Right in front of his coaches as well.
Never a bad thing. Just past the midway point of the fight, Joe. As I mentioned, they have trained together in the past. Kim, only the second Korean fighter to compete in the UFC. Very powerful, especially when he's able to do exactly what he's doing here, and that is impose his will on his opponent.
Yeah, it's not pretty, and it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's very effective. And he's just able to hold Amir Sadollah down and dominate position, but really do no damage whatsoever. He has not landed any ground and pound. There's been nothing significant that's happened. It's really been just about him being able to take Amir down. And Amir, unfortunately, is able to do nothing from this position. The best he can do is get back to guard, regain, he gets to half guard, he goes back to full guard, side control, back to half guard. It's just been a positional battle.
Trying to get that leg free, Joe, and get the mount. He has stayed busy enough, though, for the referee not to stand him up.
If he only knew the samurai here, he could take Amir Sadollah's back.
1 minute.
He's got his arm pinned across his face here. Look at this. And this is kind of interesting. This brings back members of Rickson Gracie in Japan.
And he's trying to tee off with one of the arms trapped.
Yeah, if he can get the side control here, this is a very bad spot for Amir Sadollah, and he does.
Sadollah trying to get that hand free. He cannot, Joe.
Sadollah keeps sneaking those legs in there, though, to regain half guard, which is saving him here, but this is a terrible position. He's got his arm trapped behind his head. See how he's got a hold of it? And that just shows you the power that Kim has.
Now it's free.
That's hard to grab a hold of a guy's arm and control him in that position. But full domination, full mount here.
Full mount.
And Kim's
Final
going
seconds
off.
of the round, though. Got his back. Another dominant 5 minutes.
No doubt about those first 2 rounds. Amir Sadollah's in trouble. And it's all about the takedowns of Mr. Kim here. Amir Sadollah is trying hard to land some shots, but every time he throws a punch, Kim's underneath it, and Amir has zero ability to stop him from taking him down. Kim, the dominant grappler in this altercation, and able to pass. And here's how he trapped that arm, a la Rickson Gracie against Funaki in Japan, Coliseum 2000, holding on to him, pinning it across his face, and dropping some punches down on his face.
That's 2 in the bag for him, okay? That's real. It's time to work 2 in the bag for him. Time to go. You get on the ground, you got to move, goddammit. It's not a right.
All right, time to tee off. If you're Amir Sadollah, you realize the situation you're in right now. 3rd and final round.
All right, guys. Last round. Round 3.
Stun gun trying to remain unbeaten. Sadollah looking for his 3rd straight UFC win. Switch the stance for a second.
Sadollah, although a solid striker, has never been the type of guy that can put guys away with 1 shot, or at least hasn't exhibited that in the UFC before. So this is a tough situation for him. He's down 2 rounds, theoretically, in the scorecards, as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
So he's got to do something drastic here, and look at this. Back down again. Beautiful takedown by Hyun Kim. Now, Kim, in the end of the last round, had him fully mounted. If he can get something like that going in this round, we can see him try to do some damage, at least, to Sadollah. Heat this up a bit.
Don't forget, the most highly anticipated matchup in UFC history is tonight in our main event of the evening from here in Las Vegas, UFC 114, live on pay-per-view. The pay-per-view begins in 7 minutes.
And we've got some great fights on that card. Rogerio Nogueira, the brother of Minotauro Nogueira, takes on Jason Brills. If you've never seen Rogerio, he is one of the very best light heavyweights in the world, a recent addition to the UFC, and very excited to see that guy perform again. And Todd Duffy, the man man who has the fastest knockout in the history of the UFC, although that should go to Dwayne Van Ludwig. Dwayne should have got it in 4 seconds, but he got screwed. But nevertheless, Todd Duffy's a beast and a very dangerous guy as a heavyweight, taking on the very powerful Mike Russo. And Mike is a beast as well, so it's a big test for Todd Duffy and an excellent heavyweight matchup.
Miller and Bidsby,
yes.
Diego Sanchez, John the Hitman Hathaway, and of course Rampage and Rashad. Call your cable or satellite provider, use your remote. Go to UFC.com, do it right now. Pay-per-view coming up top of the hour. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, great to be here tonight on Spike. And this performance by Stun Gun.
It's all about Kim. He's fully mounted him now. I mean, it's all about Kim. It's just Amir Sadollah's been able to do nothing. Amir Sadollah, you know, he's going to learn from this performance. I'm sure he's going to learn from this, you know, what Kim has done to him. Just completely controlled him in the grappling, and he's got to really work on his takedown defense. Work on that sprawl. Work on getting back to his feet once he's down. But for Kim, just great performance. Very solid against Amir Sadollah, who's a dangerous striker. Took him completely out of his element, did what he wanted to do. Again, not the most exciting thing in the world, but hey,
effective, and he's unbeaten. Sadollah just trying to do anything here.
Yeah, the one controversial loss that he had to Carl Parisian was ruled a no contest after Carl tested positive for a banned substance. But a lot of people thought that Kim should have won that fight anyway. It was a very, very close fight. Of course, Carl's at home going, bro, I can't believe you're saying that, bro. Oh, look at this. Amir's trying to throw up a triangle.
2 minutes left in the fight.
All respect to Carl, good friends. Amir's just, you know, he's just got nothing here.
He's been neutralized.
Yeah.
He's been stunned by the South Korean.
You know, it's one of those cases where, having trained before, Kim knew exactly what to expect and implemented his game plan to a T. And even though Amir Sadollah knew what Kim's strengths were, he wasn't able to improve on his own deficiencies in time. You know, I mean, Kim is just so good as a grappler, just so much more dominant.
Basically used the same takedown, Joe, in each of the 3 rounds. Effective each of the 3 times he used it. Back up, though, is Sadollah. Minute 20 remains in the fight. Here's your chance if you're Amir Sadollah. Sadollah going to push forward. Going to try to explode. Can he get it a 4th time? No!
Back to his feet. Sadollah's got to put it on him now. He's got to break away, push free, and drop something on him. I mean, this is desperado time. Flying knee.
Got it.
And back down again. Back up to his feet. Amir's got to know he's less than a minute here. He's got to go for broke. Unfortunately, as we said before, Amir does not have the type of style. He's not that explosive. He's not the type of guy that knocks guys out with one shot usually.
He had his chance with 90 seconds remaining in the fight. Still time, 25 seconds.
Amir is very tired as well, Mike. You know, being controlled on the bottom. Where's you out? He landed a good shot there.
15 seconds. The South Korean gets rocked again.
Amir's trying to land some shots here, but Kim has closed the distance and has a hold of him again. That's a wrap.
This fight has gone the distance. The Stun Gun. A dominant performance tonight here live on Spike against Amir Sadollah, the Ultimate Fighter winner from Season 7. Judges rendering their decision. He looked good tonight. There's no question about that. Implemented his game plan to perfection. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dong Young Stun Gun Kim.
Congratulations to the Stun Gun. He remains unbeaten inside the octagon. Our locker room cam tonight on Spike brought to you by